Do your deal today, okay? You let me finish and I'll let you finish, yeah?
I'm more than happy with that.
Okay, let's go again then. First of all, talk to us about Leandro Trossard. How pleased are you to have him and how long have you been tracking him for?
Well, we are really happy to have him. Obviously, it's a player that we have followed for a while now, and the opportunity came. We have the necessity, obviously, to have a player in the front line that is versatile enough to play in different positions. He knows the league, he has enough experience here, and I think he can have immediate impact in the team.
How important was it, you talk about the immediate impact, but to have somebody who can hit the ground running, especially where the club is right now and where we are in the season?
Very important, and we have to think short term, but as well medium and long term, and I think he gives all that. Is a very intelligent player. Obviously, when you look at his career, what he's done in the last few years, he's a player that fits our way of playing for sure, and we're happy to have him.
He trained today. Is
Yes.
he going to be good to go on the weekend?
Well, he trained today, so hopefully he will be.
Did you sign him and get the paperwork all done in time?
Sorry?
Is all the paperwork done in time?
Yes, I think it is. I think he's good to go.
And you talk about like timing right. How much was this move about the fact there's a massive opportunity for you? And maybe we've talked before about how you didn't buy in January last year and it kind of cost you towards the end of the season. How much was that on your mind when you did this deal?
Well, we can do what we can do in the windows. Obviously, even in the summer, we're looking for a player in that position, and we weren't able to do it. So it's something that the squad needed. Obviously, with the injuries of Gavi and Reece especially, we're really short in the front line. And we needed some reinforcements, and we found in Leo a player that he fits everything that we want.
Jacob Kivior, is that deal close, and how much do you feel the need to bring in a central defender? Because many people look at your squad and think, actually, you've got quite a few.
We cannot talk with players that we haven't finalised. When that's the case, we can announce it.
Okay. And last night, were you cheering on Tottenham?
No, we look at ourselves. I think we have more than enough to just look at ourselves and try to focus on what we do, try to keep improving, and we have to win football matches. And what the rest they do is something that we cannot control.
Pep spoke after the game about how maybe his players have lost their spark, and we take it for granted that they can just all go out all the time. How have you managed to keep your players so on it every game? When we saw those pictures of Xhaka in the warm-up last week, it's not easy. How have you managed to tap into this group?
It's something that we have to do every single day, and tomorrow I have to lift my players. I have to make sure that my players are up to it, that they still have that desire, that hunger, and they still have something in the tummy to go on Sunday with the same ambition and energy to try to beat Manchester United.
And Pep talked afterwards about his side actually being a million miles away. Is that a few mind games there and sort of putting the pressure on you? Is this group ready to kind of go up as the pressure cranks up again?
I continue to say what I say. We go training by training, and today we train really well, and tomorrow we try to train better than today.
Thanks, Gail. Goes Becky from the PLP.
Mikel, any fresh injury concerns ahead of this one?
Not that I know of. So far, so good.
Amazing. Look, United on Sunday, the only blot on the copy paper. Motivation comes in all forms. Have your squad taken anything from the previous result into this one?
We have to learn. There were some important lessons about that game and the reason why we lost it, when in many moments we had total control of the game. But we know that's one of the qualities of United. When you are in control of the match, the game gets away from you because they have so much individual talent, they have good organization, and they have many ways to create problems. So we have to be at our best to win on Sunday.
Do you expect any wind to be taken out of the United sails from the Crystal Palace last-minute free-kick result?
I don't know. Again, what happens with the other teams and results, still half of the league to go. So it's a lot of twists and turns still to go. We have to be consistent in what we do, play the best possible way, and control that. And the rest, he will take care of himself.
Mikel, thank you.
Thank you.
Bradley from TalkSport.
Hi Mikel, hope you're well. First things first, obviously United and Arsenal in previous seasons have been competing for the Champions League, Europa League places. This year, both in the top four, both competing for the title. And you look back at where the teams were under Ferguson and Wenger, always challenging for the title. Does it add any extra spice to this game, the fact that both Arsenal and United are challenging for that Premier League title this season?
I think the history and the clashes and the way those two clubs have competed, it tells you everything that you need to know before a match. It's a huge game in the league, in the country, around the world, and we have to prepare for that. And obviously the table says what it says this season right now, but our main focus is on being prepared for a big match.
What have you made of the job Erik ten Hag has done so far at Manchester United?
Really impressive. I think he's turned things around pretty quickly. I think he has implemented a very clear way of playing. I think the players seem that they bought into it. They have really good energy around the place, and a lot of things has changed in a very short period of time. So credit to him and the coaching staff for what they've done.
And how do you go about trying to stop someone like Marcus Rashford in the form that he's in at the minute?
Yeah, it's not only him, unfortunately, it's a lot of individuals and the collective organization that they have, that we have to be very aware of that. And I will try to do that, like we prepare the games, to try to hide the arguments that they have to try to create problem against us.
And lastly for me, I wanted to ask you about Martin Odegaard as well. How impressed have you been with his form this season and the way he's taken on the captain's armband like he has done?
In a really natural way. He's still a really young player with huge talents, but more desire than talent still, and he knows that he can still get much better, and he's on that pathway, that he's enjoying playing for us, that he's contributing to the team in a really impactful way, and he needs to continue to do that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome, Pierre.
I think anyone that's watched Manchester United this season, and I'm sure that goes for you and your coaching staff as well, will know that a large part of that turnaround has come from performances of Casemiro. How much of a benefit is it to you that he's not going to be available on Sunday?
Again, something that we can control. He didn't play in our first game either, and we still didn't do enough to win that match. So they have, when you look at the squad, they have, it's just incredible. So yeah, the individual and again the collective organization to beat any opponent in this league, and we will plan the game knowing that he's not available. That's for sure.
I know we say a lot about your squad that it's full of good characters. When you see what happened with Leandro in his last few days at Brighton, did you talk to Albert Storenberg about his character, things like that? Because obviously they've worked together previously.
Yeah, we talked about everybody that is connected, that we know about players that we want to recruit, because character is something crucial, but as well to understand how they are, how they behave, whether they're going to accept the role that they're going to have at the club with us, and then personal conversations, obviously, that are very, very important as well.
I assume Albert gave him a glowing reference.
Sorry?
I assume Albert must have given him a glowing
Albert gave me a really, really good reference, but not for now, for a few years already.
Carl from Football London, you okay? Cool. Art from
Hey Mikel. Oh my god, sorry. I haven't spoken for a while.
You can have some water if you want.
Thank you. So basically, I know you like versatile players, and for the past, I guess, 3 or so years, it seems like you build a team of technicians across the pitch. I was just wondering, is that something that was in your mind because of the Arsenal team you played in, or where's that come from?
Well, I think the technical part is a very relevant and important aspect for us. I think specificity is another one that it really is really necessary in our way of playing, but as well it's true that we need a few players that can fulfill certain positions, and Leo is one of them. Obviously, the skill, the composure that he has in the final third, the technical ability to associate and link with people, it's impressive, and that's what we need from our front players especially.